What's going on, guys? King Trats here, back in the video on the channel, and today we took it to the hut. This was kind of an unplanned thing, but when I heard they had a new pizza out, you know the rules on the channel. If there's something new, that means we've got to go and review it, so we took ourselves back to the hut once again. And what we did was get the Detroit style pizza. A Detroit style pizza is a rectangular pizza with a thick crust. It's crispy and chewy, traditionally topped with Wisconsin brick cheese, tomato sauce layered on top of the other toppings. So the sauce goes on top of it, and it's thick, and it's got, let me just unveil it real quick. Here we go. Boom, boom. There it is. I'm not gonna lie, there's a middle part of the pizza that looks like somebody played kickball with it, so I'm not gonna show you guys that one. But it is what it is. We move. You're digging the content, and a like, subscribe, thumbs up, and all that good cringy YouTube stuff. But anyway, I didn't really want to do Pizza Hut. If you don't know, I did an eating challenge for Pizza Hut about a month and a half ago. I'll leave the link in the description below. And I didn't really want Pizza Hut ever again after that. Sad part is, when you do a channel that does mukbangs, eating challenges, and reviews, sometimes you gotta go places you don't gotta go for the content. So what we got here is the pepperoni, double pepperoni. Just looking at it, doesn't look like there's double pepperoni. It just looks like there's a medial amount of pepperoni, which is kind of sad. And over here, these two things actually came for free because I ordered so much that day on the eating challenge. So on the app, I had like 300 rewards points. So you get a free medium 2-topping pizza. So I got a regular with the Parmesan buttery crust, as well as the chicken with jalapenos on there. And last but not least, I wanted to try these. These are the hottest wings that I have on the menu. These are the Blazing Hot Buffalo. Hidden Valley is always a play. This is actually not fat-free ranch, of course. You know, you gotta have a Diet Pepsi. I did. It's actually right at the top. I don't know why. I'm losing my mind. I'm tired today. Doesn't matter. All right, let's get into this Detroit style. It says on the box, it says grab from the end. So let's just do that. It's very doughy just off the top of the... All right, see the side? Look, it looks like somebody played kickball with this. But that's the part that's supposed to be good, I guess. I'm not gonna lie. This is the first time I've ever had Detroit style pizza, and I love the idea of it. The crispy cheese outside. See, I can get you this piece right here. That crispy cheese outside right here is really good. The pepperoni cups, as they call it, because when you cook pepperoni, you really almost overcook it. They cup up. The pizza's kind of doughy, but it's like light. It's not like dense chewy dough. So my point is this. If I like the Pizza Hut version of this, which I do, I can only imagine how good real Detroit pizza is, because I've never had it. So now I gotta get real Detroit pizza, because I'm not trying to throw shade at Pizza Hut, but something tells me that this isn't it. You know what I mean? Like, you can't expect Pizza Hut to make the stuff that like the Detroit pizza goats make. I can tell you this much. I like this a lot more than I thought I would. Let me get you one more right here. This cheese part, like the little cheese crisps, and like just the chunks of like plum tomato, and like the crispy pepperoni. It's a W. It's better than the regular pizza, I think. I have one here, so we'll be able to find out. Very cheesy, too. All you ever hear about is New York, which is the pizza in my area. I live 10 miles outside the city, so, you know, living in my county, the pizza is the same style of pizza as New York. We eat the same kind. And you hear about Chicago. With good reason. I've had both. Chicago pizza is amazing. But it's more pie than pizza because you have to eat it with a fork. I never really hear about Detroit. I have to say. Slept on. This is really good. And there's a lot of pepperoni here. I was kind of capping because look, when you get underneath, you can see right here, there's almost pepperoni in every bite. This was a pleasant surprise, man. That whole pizza's getting smashed. I want to try everything else first. Let me get you the chicken with the jalapenos. I don't know why, but grilled chicken has become like one of my favorite toppings on pizzas, and it makes 0 sense. Because it's not something that like people traditionally get, but I like to get chicken with some sort of vegetable as like my secondary pizza slice. This is that garlic parmesan buttery crust or something like that. Oh, I didn't show y'all. You know you gotta do the show and tell. Nice amount of jalapenos. That buttery crust. Is it buttery? It's not a bad pizza though. But that Detroit, see, I love that spice I'm getting from that jalapeno there though. It's kind of a W. This is actually really a W. If you are here because you want to know if you think Detroit pizza is worth trying, if you don't get Detroit style pizza in your area and you don't have a place that serves it, I would suggest you try it. I do. I know there's probably someone that's had real Detroit style pizza that's going to say something along the lines of, that's not real Detroit pizza, or that. I feel you. Because when they say they want a New York style pizza, and I'm like, nah, buddy, I agree. So the first thing I said was, if I like this, I can only imagine how good the Detroit pizza is. So I think that if you can't get access to that, try this because it actually is really good. Man, let's go with that garlic crust, okay? Like that. Why does this bang right now? Alright, I'm not going to complain. So I do agree with you. I'm very biased with my New York style pizza. When I used to go out to the Midwest and be like, oh, we serve New York style pizza here. And I would eat it and I'd kind of be like, nah, man. Like, I see where you were going with it, but, so I'm agreeing with you. 100%. But that's good. I don't care what you tell me. That's still good. Now I gotta find Detroit style pizza. I know we can get some, especially if I go into New York. I can definitely find a place that does it. There's gotta be a place near me. Why is this good right now? Why is this all really good? I don't know, bro. Super Bowl weekend. If you watch football, let me know what you got. Pizza and wings will be the everyone's eating during the Super Bowl. That's why I want to do pizza and wings. There will be more pizza and wings. My intentions for people who are asking, you know, people that aren't new to the channel, I usually do an eating challenge week. This is going to be the first week since I started this channel, which is like 4 or 5 months ago, that I won't be doing an eating challenge per se. I'm eating all this, but it's not a challenge. This isn't like a lot of food for me, but I've got a lot of stuff that I've got to do. I do want to eat during the meal, so what I'm going to do probably on the actual Super Bowl, you'll see what I had for the Super Bowl on Monday. I'll do a mukbang with that on Super Bowl before the game when I order the food, and then I'll kind of have it out and let everybody else kind of eat it once I'm like done picking through the stuff. Tomorrow, I won't be posting anything because I have a business dinner. We'll be at an expensive steakhouse, me and my business partner. So I'm not going to sit there with a camera while I'm at a business dinner. Like, you know, like, as much as I love you guys, I usually don't post 1 day a week, so that'll be my 1 day. So you won't have any content on when you see it for Sunday. Buffalo Burning Hot. These are Buffalo Burning Hot, the hottest wings on the menu. The only wings I haven't actually had, and I'm going to try the first one with no sauce. No sauce, no condiments, I should say, no ranch. Just to see if they're hot or not. They're hotter than buffalo. Honestly, this is what a buffalo wing should taste like. Like the regular flavor, in my opinion. I wouldn't call them burning hot. They got enough spice to them that it tastes like buffalo. I've had their regular buffalo, and I don't think it's hot at all. Again, I say this all the time when you're dealing with franchises. They're more going to cater to the masses. So they're not going to make anything that's like ridiculously hot. Unless you go to like a wing joint. I haven't had Buffalo Wild Wings' hottest wing. I have had Hooters. It's a little hot. It's hot, but it's not like crazy, crazy hot. You'd have to go to like just like kind of mom and pop that serves wings to do that. But I like these. To me, they taste better than regular buffalo wings, in my opinion. I like spicy. And anybody saying I think they're spicy, like, you don't drink soda when stuff's spicy. It does absolutely nothing for it. I just need a soda. And I want to get back into this Detroit joint. See, they messed up right here. I'll show y'all. That's where they kind of, boom. See this? It's probably still good. Why is this pizza so good? It could be that I just worked out and did legs. Leg days always make me hungry. But I just like that big, like, bold sauce amount that you get. It's similar to like a grandma pie, if you're familiar, or Brooklyn style Sicilian, which kind of have like a very saucy, and I love that. But what really takes it over the top, when I talk about the pepperoni cups, see that right there? How they're crispy? That is like the flavor. You need those cups. When you go to real dope pizza places, the pepperoni just sits up like that. And last but not least, I've said this like 20 times already, I'm gonna say it again. These little pieces of cheese right here, that burnt part that makes the crust. Hey. That's the truth. It's a tasty little pizza, bro. I'm surprised at that. I'm not gonna cap. Yesterday, when I was going, you know, people kind of send me, like my friends, or like some of you guys will, you know, get text message DMs. Hey, this came out. And this came out like last week. So I got it. And I was like, all right, let me check it out. So I looked and I was like, oh, this ain't really gonna be good. I stand corrected. It's actually kind of fire. And I never really do jalapenos on pizza. I need to start doing that more. It's like, I don't know, I love my marinara like kind of spicy. So it just goes. Banger. And I say this, make sure you use the apps when you order stuff. Even if you stand in the restaurant and use the app, you get free stuff all the time. I did not pay for this pizza, and I did not pay for these wings. They were from reward points. So if you're gonna go anyway, use the apps. A lot of times, most franchises or places that have apps will give you free stuff just for using the app the first time. So, name a restaurant. If they have multiple locations, odds are these days they have an app. Just try it out. This whole order cost me $12. So, I only intended to get this, but when I was like, hey, yo, you got 300 reward points, I was like, oh, bet. Say less. And you get a free two topping medium pizza and an order of wings. I think other rewards were like breadsticks, Cinnabon. I think for like 400 points you get a large pizza. But I don't know. I thought it was dope. And I've done that at a lot of restaurants and gotten, you know, perks, rewards, all that stuff. Hey, I swear that never happened to me. You gotta be old to get that one. I can't get enough of this Detroit joint, man. Like, look at all the, right there. That's the bite. That's the. I love like really saucy pizza. Saucy. Is there pepperoni in here? Look. I know I keep showing y'all my food, but this is actually important. Look inside. There's like a piece of pepperoni actually in the. I think they screwed up on this one, I'll be honest. I've never seen that, but actually I really like this. And for me, the pizza snob, to be able to get down with like franchise pizza, it's gotta be good. Look at the grease on that. I'm sorry I keep showing y'all. See the grease on that cup? That's the bite. I need y'all to be eating this with me. Why don't I do that? You gotta eat it with me. Like, you saw the grease, and you see that cheese, and then it's like, oh, that looks good, so I'm with you. I'm doing this with y'all. So we go, okay. Y'all felt what that tastes like. No? It's just me? I'm like, I keep saying, I'm not surprised right now. When I took the top off, I was like, oh, this ain't gonna be that good. So I gotta try it, man. I get a lot of what are your workout routine things. I just go in there and beat the crap out of myself. And I do it until I'm done. My workout wise, it's not as meticulous of planning as it used to be. I used to have in my Instagram bio, I don't know if I do anymore. It used to say overtraining expert. I overtrain. And I cannot emphasize this enough for all you people that are like, I want to like do this kind of diet or eat like you. One, don't do this especially. You saw how small my meal was yesterday. And you gotta drink kelp to get your nutrients. Two, this is not optimal. I cannot say this enough. What I do is now based more around making content. I would not eat like this and be eating Pizza Hut and then having more pizza and more pizza tomorrow and the day after if it wasn't kind of my job now. So I have to be extra careful. My meals on other days are small as heck now, and it just comes with the territory. But you'll never see me telling you to go do my diet or anything like that. I don't tell anybody to do that. In fact, I'll tell you not to. Could something like this work for anyone? To a certain extent. It probably won't work for 90% of you. Just being honest. Like eating one meal a day and stuff like, it's not magic. You still gotta make sacrifices. And I still work in the gym. And I got into that whole thing because today for a workout, this is exactly what I did. I'll tell you what I did. I put 225 pounds on a barbell. I deadlifted it until I couldn't deadlift it anymore. I think I did like 100 and something deadlifts. Then I put 225 pounds on my squat rack. Same barbell. Just lifted it up. I did squats until I couldn't squat anymore. I think I did like, I don't know, I think I did 10 sets of like 10 because I was laboring at that point. So I think I did 100, but I did it in sets of 10. I did the same thing with hamstring curls, leg extensions, and calf raises. That was my workout. I don't know how many I did. I'm just guesstimating. Right now I'm sitting in this chair and my legs are killing me. Just being honest. That was after working for 10 hours. And it's a little early for me right now. It's 9:30 p.m. for me, that's mad early, because I wanted to get this Pizza Hut out, so I got out of there early. But for those who are asking, that is why I don't tell you my workout routines. I'm not trying to pawn myself off as some sort of fitness guru or someone who's selling diets or fitness programs. I do work in the fitness industry. I do own 2 personal training studios. The exact amount of clients that eat the way that I do is 0. They did not come to me just because they want to eat like this. They know what I do. I explain to them why I do it, and I explain to them how I do it, but they don't eat like this. Do they eat? Yes. Do they eat pizza? Yes. Do they eat pizza like this? No. Do they eat, you know, ice cream and things like that? Within reason, yeah. Of course. I have clients who watch my videos. And if you're watching and you got this far, I'm gonna tell you this right now. If I look on your Instagram stories, or I hear about you eating crap on the weekends, you know what happens on Monday. So don't get it twisted. Alright? I just want that to be a public service announcement. Also, I know I had a question I wanted to get to from the mailbag. What is one of your favorite horror movies? I know you're a huge fan, and which one are you looking forward to that's coming out in the future? Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. If you're new to the channel, if you don't know, yes, I'm a huge horror movie fan. I love to watch like the slasher type of horror movies, even like the bad B ones. I will go on Netflix or Amazon Prime Video or anything that has a movie streaming service, and I just search for horror movies. And if it looks good, I just watch it. That's kind of how it works. As far as like the mainstream slasher films, if I had to go with, excuse me. I actually like them all, and it's hard for me to go with a favorite. I hate saying that. As I've gotten older, I don't know why, but I've liked the comedic types. Like Chucky, I love Chucky. Especially the older ones, like Child's Play 1, 2, and 3. The newer ones, not so much. I'm a huge fan of the Leprechaun series because it's just so outlandishly stupid that I can't stop laughing. Also a true story. As a kid, I was deathly afraid of leprechauns, including that movie. It just scared the crap out of me. So I never watched it until I was in college. And when I got to college, one of the things that I tried to do, because I'm nuts, is conquer my fears. So I think I was like 20 or 21 years old, and I went on Amazon, and I bought the box set of the Leprechaun movies. That's like, I believe there were 5 at this point. There was Leprechaun 1, 2, 3, there was 4 in space, and Leprechaun in the Hood. There's now a 6th, which is Leprechaun Back to the Hood, and there's also like a remake, which I've seen a couple of times, but that doesn't count. So, I made myself watch them. And the more I watched them, the more I liked them, and the more I thought they were funny as heck. So I watched them all the time. I still watch them till this day. All the time. I will even fall asleep watching slasher films. I do it all the time. It is not abnormal for me to hear Leatherface in the background while I'm sleeping, revving a chainsaw. I love the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the OG. Freddy Krueger is one of my favorites because I think he's hilarious. Same thing. My least favorite, to be perfectly honest, is Jason. I like the original one. He wasn't the killer in the original one. Mrs. Voorhees' mother was. But then it started to just jumped the shark, just like Freddy did. They made like 13 Jason movies. It's not 13. I think there's like 11, including like the last remake. So when he went to Manhattan and he started becoming like Jason that could run and stuff, yeah. The original Halloween's up there. But let's get into the real deal. Saw is also up there. I said that before, especially the first one. I love the first one. Same thing. As they went on, they got kind of stupid. So, but if you want some recommendations for some like weird ones, I have some weird ones. There's a horror movie on Amazon. You go on Prime. It's called A Hunger. It's about most of the movies I like are still in this genre. They all have the same kind of. A group of people wake up in a like a cave in someone's basement, and he basically leaves them there until they starve, in hopes that they will eventually eat each other. I don't want to get into too much of it, but just if you're into weird stuff, watch it. There's another one that's not really a horror movie, but it's kind of in that same genre. It's called Would You Rather. The guy takes these people who like really need money, and he makes them do some crazy stuff, like play these weird games until like they eliminate themselves one by one. I really like that one. There's another one called 9 Dead, which is about there's 9 people in a room. There's always people in a room with mine. They don't know why they're there. So a guy walks in and he tells them, I told you my movies are crazy. He tells them basically, you're all here for a reason. You're all here because you're all connected to the same thing. You have 15 minutes to find out why. If you don't, I'm going to come back in here and I'm going to take someone out. you know what I mean by take someone out, like goodbye. You know what I'm saying? So they don't believe him. They start arguing. 15 minutes later, the guy takes one of them out. So now they start panicking and trying to figure it out. So the rest of the movie is them trying to figure out why they're all in the same room. I love that kind of stuff. I don't know. Yeah, stuff like that. What I'm looking forward to the most off the top of my head is there's like a Saw spinoff coming where I think Chris Rock is directing it or he's in it, one or the other. But it's like a continuation of that. Saw was one of my favorites, even though, I mean, I can tell you this kind of stuff with spoilers at this point. The actual Jigsaw killer dies in Saw 3/4. I'm saying that to say because that movies actually happen simultaneously in the timeline. I'm a total nerd. Yeah, so I just went down that line. So I believe he dies at the very end of Saw 3/4. Both of them he does. So, because it happened at the same time. And then they got like 8 more movies after that. Where he's like finding tapes in his stomach and there's more. He's like, I'm playing a game. Like, stop playing games, bro. Like, you got it. So, yeah, there's that. And they made that Jigsaw one, which I didn't really like. I'm really looking forward to that. I believe there's another Child's Play coming out. Like a TV series. I'm really looking forward to that too because they're bringing back Chucky. Like, I know the Child's Play remake happened, and I'll be honest, I can't say I hated it, but, like, you can't, it's almost like the Nightmare on Elm Street remake. I know people are probably like, wow, this guy really what? Yes, I do. They also made a Nightmare on Elm Street remake where it didn't have, like, you know, Robert Englund, who, like, you can't do Freddy Krueger without Robert Englund, in my opinion. And they keep trying me. They remade Leprechaun without Warwick Davis. They remade Child's Play without Brad Dourif, who plays Chucky. He's the voice of Chucky. You don't even need to see him. He's probably old now, yeah, but I don't care. You haven't actually seen him in the movie except for in the first one. The first 10 minutes he's in the movie. Other than that, they just need his voice. You can't have Chucky without Chucky. You can't have Freddy without Freddy. And so on. Like, yeah, there's been like 7 Jasons. Actually, I think there's been 4. I know for a fact there's been 3, but I might be missing a 4th. Doesn't matter. So, you know, they keep doing that with all these movies. But, yeah, if you guys want some more recommendations about movies like that, I have a billion, especially, like, the bad horror ones. I've watched so many. My best friend watches them, too. I'll give you one more, because this one's crazy. There's one called Vile. That's the name of the movie, Vile. The movie Vile is about... They are... Look, just... It's gonna say this in every movie that I watch, but... There's about 9 people who wake up in a room... Because they always wake up in a room and they don't know why they're there. And it's like a weird, abandoned, creepy warehouse. So a lady comes on the TV screen that's there and she's like... You guys are all here for a reason. They're always there for a reason. They have these things sticking out of the back of their heads. That are going into, like, their brains. And... basically, they have to put themselves through excruciating pain to fill up this meter that's on a wall. And when they do that, they'll be allowed out. That's the plot. Anything else I'll be giving away. But you can imagine they put themselves through some painful stuff. There's some plot twists and some... But I don't know. I like stuff like that. Like, you gotta see me. I have a bunch in my Amazon... like queue, you know, when you can put them in like the watch list. I haven't had time to watch them, but there's so many. There's one that I haven't seen yet. That's about they're in the jungle. There's 9 people. They wake up. They always wake up. I know. Look, that's how I watch them. All right. And they wake up and they got these like devices attached to their chest, and they're like, you know, you guys got to take each other out until there's one of you left. And if you don't, like, the devices are going to go off. Yeah. And I was like, bet, I got to watch this. It was on my watch list. I'll let you know. But anyway, yeah. Big horror movie guy. I'm trying to see if I'm forgetting any. I'm sure there's plenty I'm forgetting, because I'm just talking on the top of my head. But I'll tell you what I don't like. For the most part, there are some exceptions. I don't like the supernatural ones. Like the Annabelles, you know, Paranormal Activities. I don't like those. And what I really don't like, don't even turn it on. If I see it in the preview, I turn it off immediately. What I absolutely don't like, any kind of movie, no exception. Is there an exception? No, there's not. Found footage films. I can't stand found footage film. I don't know what people find entertaining about watching something where the camera's shaking because they're running away from stuff and I can't see what's going on. Oh, nah. The Blair Witch Project, I know it's an iconic movie and the girl had the snot coming out of her nose, which is fine, but you know what? I don't like them. Okay? So Paranormal Activity, there's another one where there's like a church thing or something. Nah. There's one where they're like under the Eiffel Tower. Nah. Nope. Count me out. All I have to do is look in the description, and if it says, you know what's one too? You guys ever watch Cloverfield? I forgot when Cloverfield came out, but I was, you know, I don't know what the hell, I'm in middle school, I don't know, but it doesn't matter. But that was the most wasted time movie. Somebody gonna say you like that movie, and more power to you. I wasted my time. Alright? I wasted my time. I remember leaving that, like, the theater, because we went to watch in the theater and being like, really? Like, really? I also like apocalyptic type of movies. I love that kind of stuff. Like the zombie flicks. I'm a fan of those. Like, I'm trying to think of like when the world like goes to crap. I enjoy watching those types of movies because I like the characters. How it shows how when everything in society goes bad, like people's descent into madness, that kind of thing. It's more of like a psychological thing that I enjoy watching. You know, just that I enjoy to kind of look and study characters and be like, wow, this guy, like you'll see a guy in the beginning of the movie, he's like a grocery store clerk, and he ends up like being like it's like a person who saves lives and is like this badass. You know what I'm saying? Like that, or the person who seems like very demure and nothing, and next thing you know, they're like this psychopath who, like, you know, will do anything to do like that kind of stuff. I don't know. Always a fan of that kind of stuff. And my least favorite genre, I probably said this already, of any kind of movie ever. I won't watch them. I don't care. Chick flicks. Rom-coms. Nah. I know there's a lot of you, and I'm sure there's some guys out there who like them too. They're the same movie to me. Every single chick flick is the exact same movie. They're all the same movie. I can give you the plot of every single one right now. Ready? Here you go. We're going to start off. It's going to be a female, strong female lead. I love that. Not a problem with that at all. Usually they're like some kind of high-powered executive job. You know, CEO of a Fortune 500 company. PR marketing firm. Doesn't matter. Person who makes a lot of money and they don't really need a man, per se. Because they're strong, they're independent. I love that. I don't mind that. The thing I don't like is it's always that, and then there's some guy who's either played by Matthew McConaughey, Ryan Reynolds, or Ryan Gosling, or I don't know, I'm probably another guy named Ryan, or Meg Ryan, one of them, and they come around and they're like the opposite of that, right? Like, you know, Matthew McConaughey comes in with like southern twang and he's like, yeah, you gotta relax a little, Mary, you know, honey, you know how it is, and, oh, I drive a Lincoln, yeah, he talks, and she doesn't like him at first, but then like he grows on her, and then they fall in love, and then they like have like a love part where they're like, everything's great, right? And for like probably 20 minutes of the movie, and then like something happens, either like the father opposes, or like they were supposed to marry this guy, something like that, conflict, where now they break up, right? Matthew McConaughey is now sitting in his couch and he's watching TV, drinking a beer, and he's sad, and she's staring out of the window while it's raining, and there's some kind of sappy song playing the entire time. Until one day, the strong female lead usually has like a female character next to them, or like a secondary character who's like, but you love him, so why don't you go be with him? And then she like wants to, but she doesn't. And then like they just miss each other, so then they go on about their way. I'm probably named like 20 movies by now. And then they're living their lives. Could be like 3 months have passed or something. So like one of them's about to get married. There's a wedding, a large event, some kind of gala where they're all in formal dress. And then here comes like freaking Matthew McConaughey, you know, or Ryan Reynolds, and they walk in and they like make a scene because they're not supposed to be there, and they profess their love in front of thousands of people or hundreds or whatever, and then like, you know, they'll say some kind of like corny line. They're like, and you didn't say pass go, and then like the music swells and they kiss. The end. I named a movie. I named a lot of them. You can tell me whatever you want to tell me, right? Like Katherine Heigl, she's one of them. Right? There's a few of them. Because I know it was Meg Ryan, like, in the 90s. And the blinking guy. What was his name? Hugh Grant. Right? He had the earring. Or the hair or something. He was British. It was him. And then, like, here came out, like, McConaughey was, like, for, like, 20 different movies. Right? He's, like, chasing around J-Lo. I know that was a movie somewhere. It's definitely a movie with J-Lo. Right, and he's like, I love you. Here's your ring. Like, yeah, I don't know, man. It's the same movie. I don't like it. I'd rather watch Bruce Willis. Where's Bruce Willis? Where's Die Hard? That's a movie. Oh, you like those man action movies? Yes, man. Right? Have you ever watched Terminator? Have you ever watched like Rambo? Yeah, I don't like that. That's what you're telling me? You don't like Die Hard? You don't like Die Hard, honestly, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. You have no movies, taste in movies. This conversation's not for you. How do you not like Die Hard? How? Stop, write it in the comments. Tell me how you don't like Die Hard. Tell me why. I'm not kidding, right at the bottom, I'm gonna answer you. By the time you're watching this, I'm already there, and I'm gonna answer you, right? Because I'm not gonna be eating as you're watching this, so I've already digested it. So, right in the bottom, I'm gonna reply to you and tell you why you're wrong. Chick flicks. Ugh. When I was in college, man, I got friend zoned by this girl. I've been friend zoned like 3 times in my life when I was younger. I've told the high school story. That was pretty embarrassing. Here's a college story. When I was in college, there was a girl. I don't know how the heck we met, to be honest. I think we met from like mutual friends. Like, I knew who she was. But, you know, I'd never spoken to her. And one day, I think, like, she took me home from my friend's house. I don't know, but, like, I got her number, and we were texting, and she was like, I want to come through. And I'm like, bet. Screw. Oh, man, I get mad thinking about this now. She came to the crib after midnight, bro. I swear to God, I'm making this up. I got pouring another drink for this one. After midnight. Nothing good happens after midnight. If you come to my house after midnight, listen, I know you said you came to watch a movie, but I don't believe you. If you come to my house after midnight and say you wanted to watch a movie and you actually want to watch a movie, I'm not going to be that happy about it, okay? I thought she was lying, but nah. You know what she brought over? Bro, this was the ultimate, and I played along for like 2 hours until I was like, nah, I'm never calling this girl again. She brought the freaking box set of DVDs, bro. DVDs. Not even a Blu-ray. Of Grey's Anatomy. And we watched like 2 episodes. Oh my God, that was honestly, if you're familiar with the movie A Clockwork Orange, they have this thing in his eye and they hold it open, right? And they make him watch it. That's what it felt like. 2 episodes. And all I seen was this, I don't know the woman's name. Obviously it's Gray, right? Something Gray. I watched her for 60 minutes, like, complaining about it, like this doctor guy, McDreamy. For 60 minutes, she complained to her coworkers about this guy. And me being me, I'm watching it and I'm like, why is she complaining about this guy? And I asked her, I said, why don't you just dump him? Like, why don't you just stop talking to him? And she's like, no, because it's cute. And I'm like, I don't want to watch this anymore. This is so dumb. I couldn't do it. Oh, for a whole hour, she's like, it's complaining. Bro, why are you complaining? Like, just stop talking to him. It's not that hard. But she loves him. Then stop. No, you don't. If you're with somebody and all you do is complain about him, and find somebody else that you don't complain about. It's a lot better. Trust me. I've done it. I've dated a girl for 4 years. I complained for 3 of them. What the heck I was doing those last 3 years? One day I woke up and was like, no more complaining. Let's go somewhere else. And you know what? I'm happy. What y'all doing, bro? Do y'all have friends like that, though? Because I do. Male and female. Complain about their significant other all the time. Why are you there? Sometimes I just want to grab them by the face like this and just be like, why are you there then? I had a girl flat out tell me, I swear to you, I'm not even joking. It was a while back, I made an analogy about a McRib sandwich, that you don't really like it at all, and you don't know why you were there, and it's like really corny, but like you go back to it, and that's like what in the relationship that I have with McRib. If I had somebody tell me that they were dating someone that is a McRib, and they don't really like them, and they break up all the time. Why are you there? Sorry. I'm sorry, I'm yelling, I'm animated. Why are you there? What are you doing? Why are you wasting your time? Is being alone that bad that you would rather stay with somebody that you literally can't stand? That's beyond me. I ain't even touched these wings. They're gonna be cold too. You know I don't like flats either. I'm about to eat these 2 drums and call it. But seriously. I know people married to people they don't like. Like, what? Call me old fashioned. I'd rather get 5 dogs and call it a life than to spend years with somebody. I did it too. So I feel you to a certain extent. The difference with me was I stayed for like about 2 years, right? But I would physically tell them, like, listen, I'm just like, I'm not happy. I don't like this. I'm not even, like, I wouldn't even talk to him. Like, I was like, you gotta find your way home. I wish I was kidding. I didn't mince words. We were like just 2 people that genuinely didn't like each other, but like, it was like a civil union at that point. Like, my stuff was there, her stuff was there. Yeah, it's pretty toxic, isn't it? There's a lot more to it than that, but it was true. Like, we didn't even like each other. But I didn't complain to other people. And that's what I mean. Like, I didn't even tell my friends I didn't like her. Like, she was the only one that knew I didn't like her. I'm pretty sure she told her friends she didn't like me. I used to sit, this is how toxic it was. I'm not making this up. Like, I would be at work, and I'd be done with work, and I knew she was home. Like, in my house. buy my stuff. I would sit in my office until like they turn the lights off. I swear to. I just sit there. I would dread going home. I'd be in a bathroom for like 2 hours. Most guys do that. And by the way, ladies, don't ask what the hell we're doing in there, okay? We're not doing anything. We're just contemplating stuff. Okay? That's my time. Okay? All guys do it. Your husband's not doing funny stuff in the bathroom. He's not cheating on you in the bathroom. He's just sitting there. He might be reading. He might not be reading. He might just be staring off into space. But that's the time, okay? Respect our guy time. We're not doing any weird stuff. I know you probably in the back of your head think that the guy's like in there like texting some girl. He's not. Nope. He's just sitting there. Did he have to poop? Yeah. Maybe the first 10, 15 minutes. But the other like hour and a half, he ain't doing nothing. He's sitting there. I do it. You know how many times I get home from work? This is not a joke. Okay? I'm outing myself. I poop about the same time every day. Like clockwork. Right? I intermittent fast. My body's on the clock. So I go. I get home. Right? Sit on the toilet. Do my business. Take about 10 minutes, maybe less. Not a long time. I look up, I've been in there for like an hour. I don't know what the heck I did. I'm just looking at stuff. Thinking about stuff. I don't know. It's a fact. Some of these comments on this YouTube channel, I have replied to while pooping. There you have it. Okay? Just so you know. Just so you know. But anyway, this video is really long. I wasn't even eating challenge. I was just running my mouth. I don't like flats. That last wing was terrible because it was a flat. So anyway, if anyone wants the last of these 2 wings, get them. The Tourist Style pizza is actually pretty damn good. Not gonna lie. And this, like, it's Pizza Hut. It is what it is. But it's been your boy King Shreds. We're gonna have some more stuff over the weekend. I'm not sure. If I don't told you before, enjoy your Super Bowl festivities where we eat more calories than any other time in the year as Americans. That's not a joke. Look it up. And we'll be back ASAP. Did you say it? I love y'all. The hand signs have made it to YouTube.